California Correctional Institution, better known as Tehachapi State Prison, would first open its doors in 1954 and today houses over 2,400 medium, maximum, and high security custody inmates. Back on August 11th, 2025, at around 8:04 a.m., staff would respond to inmate Michael Doss, unresponsive in his cell with visible wounds. Those staff would immediately initiate life-saving measures and take Doss's cellmate, Jake Raper, out of the cell. Doss would be pronounced deceased at 8:44 a.m.
A homicide investigation is underway following the death of an inmate at the California Correctional Institution in Tehachapi. According to the CDCR, staff found 57-year-old Michael Doss unresponsive in his cell just after 8 o'clock in the morning. They say he had visible wounds, but no weapon was recovered at the scene. Doss's cellmate, 62-year-old Jake Raper, has been moved to restricted housing while an investigation is conducted. Raper is serving time for assault with a deadly weapon out of Riverside County, while Doss was serving time for a murder out of LA County. The Kern County coroner will determine Doss's official cause of death at a later time.
Is a rare commodity inside California Correctional Institution Tehachapi, one of the roughest of the state's 35 prisons.
This is up there on the top 5 of one of the most violent yards in the system.
Lieutenant Eric Barthamus led me on to a level 4 yard, maximum security.
Lieutenant, this is the yard, but where is everybody?
Unfortunately, just before we got here, there was an incident.
This trail of blood, the result of a stabbing likely ordered by one of the racially or ethnically based gangs that dictate much of what happens inside these walls, according to the lieutenant.
Especially on these level 4 yards, it's very controlled and manipulated by gangs.
So the odds that blood on the ground over there as a result of gang-ordered violence are pretty high?
Quite possibly, yeah.
What are the odds that you'd see a white person and a Latino person, or a Latino person and a black person hanging out together on this yard?
Hanging out, it'd be pretty rare.
As part of an effort to try and break up the racial segregation that the gangs imposed, the prison did something dramatic. In 2019, it invited the French artist JR onto this same yard to bring together inmates to work on several murals, including this one, in which they posed together, visible only from the sky. The project's featured in the new MSNBC Films documentary, Paper and Glue.
What's going on, you guys? Welcome back. Another episode of Green Lit Gang TV. Much love, much appreciation. Thank you guys so much for checking out the channel today. It means a lot that you are here. Really quick, before we jump into it, let's do the intros. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. I genuinely appreciate it. If you do like it, go back, check out some other videos, check out some other content, and let me know what you think. If you are a regular viewer, subscriber, someone who has supported this channel for however long, then again, thank you, each and every one of you. The growth in 2025, like I've said on numerous occasions, on numerous videos, is all because of you guys. So again, I'm humbled and I genuinely appreciate the continued support. Lastly, if you like what you see, if you like what you hear, hit the like button, hit the comment button, engage in some conversation, and smash that subscribe button. Let's roll. All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me today. Hope you guys are having a good week. We are going to be covering another murder within the CDCR. This one just happened 2 days ago on August 11th at the California Correctional Institution, better known as Tehachapi. Now, I responded to a comment a couple days ago, and I've gotten a lot of comments over the last few months as I've covered a lot more of the CDCR, the murders and the attacks that have taken place. Says, hey, man, tell us the difference between GP and SNY. Can you please, kind of put a disclaimer of, a designation? Was it a 50-50 yard? Was it an SNY yard? Was it a GP yard? And I responded to the comment and said, I will absolutely try. I will absolutely do the best I can, and I meant that. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. So did some research on this, and I would say I would do it to the best of my ability. If it was easily confirmable, if it was easily, something I could find out right away and confirm it, yeah, I'm happy to put it in the description, happy to say it. I could not confirm it right away. Now, in the news clip I put up, you see how they're on a level 4 SNY yard. I think this did happen within an SNY building institution, but I don't know if all of Tehachapi is SNY or not. I think Tory Lanez, for example, was in an SNY designated area, so maybe the entire prison is SNY. I'm not sure. Or if it's what's been going on with the 50-50, where you're mixing GP and SNY inmates. Can't confirm it, but especially to the person who commented that, I really did try to look it up, so I hope you guys know that. Okay, so we're going to be reading from the CDCR's article, basically about the incident that took place. Then we're going to be talking a little bit about what I think about this case and what I kind of think about CDCR as a whole, what's been going on all of 2025. California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation officials are investigating the August 11th, 2025 death of an incarcerated person at California Correctional Institution as a homicide. At 8:04 a.m., staff found Michael Doss unresponsive in his cell with visible wounds. Staff immediately responded, restraining Doss' cellmate, Jake Raper, yes, that is his name, and removing him from the cell. Life-saving measures were performed on Doss. Institution medical staff as well as 911 services were requested. Doss was transported to the institution's triage and treatment area where he was pronounced deceased by a paramedic at 8:44 a.m. No staff or additional incarcerated people were injured. No weapon was recovered at the scene. Raper remains in restricted housing pending investigation into this case. Officials have a limited population movement to facilitate the investigation being conducted by CCI Investigative Services Unit and the Kern County District Attorney's Office. The Office of the Inspector General was notified, and the Kern County coroner will determine Doss' official cause of death, even though we don't need the coroner to tell us. You see the visible wounds. Whatever it was a vicious and brutal beating. You got to kind of picture that fight taking place, right? You got two older guys. The victim in this case, Doss, he's 57. The alleged attacker in this case, Raper, 62 years old. Whatever it was vicious. They're in a very confined spot. Like I said, one stayed, one left. Michael Doss, 57, was received from Los Angeles County on November 22nd, 2010. He was serving a life with parole sentence for first-degree murder. Raper, 62, was received from Riverside County on September 29th, 2000. He is serving a sentence of life with the possibility of parole for assault with a deadly weapon as a third striker. Got to think he was getting close to maybe getting a shot for parole. That third striker, though, is everything, man. That's what we talk about when we cover gang cases. Anytime gang enhancements for benefit of a gang with a deadly weapon, in prison offense, second striker, third striker, that is everything for how long a person may or may not do locked up. Summer definitely ratcheted up. It seems like every 2 to 3 weeks, especially for, a channel like mine, right? I'm always doing research every single day. And I didn't know about this literally until a few hours ago when I decided to make this video. I was going to do some research, maybe go a different way with the topic, type in CDCR news, and boom, this pops up. And then from there, it's just kind of getting as much information as I can. But this is what we're going to continue to see. This is what we are absolutely going to continue to see. The mixing of the SNY and the GP inmates is not helping things. When you force inmates who, the one thing they got in there is their respect and the stuff that they stand on. And again, I don't know if that was the case of this, but you're seeing more and more murders. You're seeing more and more assaults for a reason. And I definitely want to know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know what you think of this situation. Let me know what you think of the California model. Let me know what you think of the mixing of the GP and the SNY inmates. I want to know all of it. Please leave a comment down below. Love the conversation, and I appreciate you guys checking out the video. Until next time, you already know what it is. Peace.